Said over the weekend, especially as news came out about the strike on Friday.
Tragically, his actions now put us on the path to another war.
He's been erratic and unsuccessful in almost every previous foreign policy endeavor. This one is the most dangerous of all.
We are not safer today than we were before Donald Trump acted.
We seem to have accomplished what Soleimani was trying to do but couldn't. So in death, he's actually accomplished his goal.
Taking out a bad guy is not a good idea unless you are ready for what comes next.
This is and was an enormous escalation.
So that's what they think. What do you think about what they think?
Well, who can blame them? But I'm not going to be lectured by people who voted affirmatively to fork over $130 billion in cash to Iran, which helped to fund the Quds Force. I don't think it went to economic development and women's freedom and liberation in Iran. Do you? And so I'm not going to be lectured by them. I'm certainly not going to be lectured by people who are weak on foreign policy like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. I mean, she was ridiculous yesterday in terms of the projecting weakness she just wants this country to be weak when it comes to foreign policy.
She said the president did it to get over to take impeachment off the table.
Yes, and it gives her no credibility. I mean, if you're Elizabeth Warren and you're sinking in the polls and the fundraising, you're losing to people. Somebody was a mayor of a small Midwestern town. You're losing to Bernie Sanders, your co-socialist. You're losing to a vice president who should eat the Iranian policy, who should be forced to eat the chaos that we inherited, and is out there lecturing us that it escalated. I'm with former CIA Director and Defense Secretary Bob Gates. He says that Vice President Biden has been on the wrong side of major foreign policy decisions for decades now. He certainly was on the wrong side of the Iranian one. Secretary Pompeo is absolutely correct. We are cleaning up the mess that we inherited, but part of that mess is allowing people like Soleimani to reign free and to execute his reign on terror indiscriminately, not just on Americans, but on others. And that's why, this president has spoken with Boris Johnson, with Emmanuel Macron recently. Secretary Pompeo yesterday made clear he'd like more help from our allies in Europe. But this is helpful to the entire world. And I'm disappointed but not surprised the Democrats would see in this moment of Soleimani's death some kind of partisan political opportunity for them. But I think it doesn't play well with Americans. They see that al-Baghdadi and Soleimani are now where they belong, and that they can no longer kill Americans and other people around the world.
They called him weak after the embassy raid, and now they're calling him reckless after the Soleimani strike. It's like you can't win.
And that the president doesn't have a strategy in Iran. He does. Here's the strategy in Iran. Number one, you don't fork over billions of dollars of cash. That was a position of weakness and appeasement, and that is a disgrace, and we're cleaning up for that. That's the Obama-Biden policy.
Gotcha.
Number two, if we've got sanctions on Iran, and also the other strategy is you take out Soleimani when you can. That's a strategy.
Kellyanne Conway, thanks so much.
Thanks, Kellyanne.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Our strategy.